Ciao and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss a topic that's very juicy at the moment, which is 4 things that are draining our energy and that we are not aware of. So if you ever feel a bit exhausted, tired throughout the day, maybe you lack the energy that you would like to have, keep watching because there will be 4 things, and maybe you do, probably you do, that you are not aware of. The first thing is that we try to manage our time. And someone is probably thinking, what? You constantly talk about managing your time. What's the problem managing your time? The problem is that if I ask you to define the word time, what would you say? What is time? Think about this. How can you manage something that you don't even know how to define? It's tough, okay? It's not like money casually you can manage. It's something so abstract that's very hard to manage it. What I propose about this is to change the word time into something that's much more aligned and that you can actually manage, which is rhythm. Managing your rhythm is completely different from managing your time. It allows you to set the music, set the rhythm of your life. It's going to be completely different. If instead of thinking, I didn't have time to do this, you start saying, I didn't have the right rhythm, I didn't manage to do it. It's completely different. It just gives you back the power because you can decide what rhythm to have in your life. And you know what's the interesting thing about the word rhythm is that it comes from Greek, ancient Greek, weird, it never happens in my videos, and it comes from the word reo, which means I flow. So think about how cool it is that when you manage your rhythm, you're actually also managing the way in which you flow through life. It's a different perspective that already will help you regain your energy. Why? Instead of doing something that's impossible to do, like chasing something that is not a real problem, that doesn't happen, doesn't exist, you get back in power and you have the energy, the power to set your own rhythm and decide what kind of rhythm you want to have for your life. So this is the first thing. The second factor that removes a lot of energy from us and that at times we are not aware of is that every activity that we do could either give us energy or drain our energy. And very often we are not really aware of which ones are draining our energy or giving energy, or at least we don't pay attention to it. We just do stuff along the day, the things that we need to do. But we end up at times feeling completely exhausted because we didn't balance the 2 kinds of activities. Think about this. When you need to cook, is it something that gives you energy or drains your energy? When you need to take care of admin, is it something that gives you energy or drains your energy? When you talk with a friend, is it something that gives you energy or drains your energy? And it doesn't just depend on the specific thing, because for example, cooking in general may be something that gives me energy. But when I need to do it in a day in which I'm very busy, it may be draining for me. Or talking with a friend, if it is one of those energizing friends that when you talk with them, you just feel, oh my God, I'm so excited, energy giving. But there will be other times in which maybe you have a friend or the same friend that you discussed before, there's a terrible mood and just going to drain your energy. Okay, so be honest about it. At times I see people that just want to be very nice about things and say, no, but when I do admin, I actually find a way to be motivated there as well. Yes, you may find a way to be motivated there as well. But if you need to think about a way to be motivated there as well, it means that in itself, the activity for you is usually energy draining. So being aware of this will help you a lot. Why? Because you start organizing your day in a way that puts together the things that you need to do, but like energy draining, energy giving, energy draining, energy giving. If you have a day with only energy draining activities, you will be like, you get to 12 p.m., so not even half through your day, and you're like, oh my God, that's too much for me. But if instead you have an activity that's a bit draining, but then you reward yourself with an activity that gives you energy, then you are going to have a rhythm that's completely different throughout the day. Also, knowing what gives you energy and drains your energy will help you to schedule things in a different way. For example, when I'm tired, there are certain activities that even if I'm tired, I don't know, I just feel energized afterwards. For example, talking with people. Okay, not random people, like people that I work with, people that I'm coaching. Like I just when I'm talking with them, even if I haven't slept, I'm jet lagged or whatever, I just don't feel tiredness in that moment. Okay, so I know that that kind of activity is something that I can easily put also in the second part of my day, because it's something that regardless of how tired I am, I'm going to enjoy and do with a lot of energy. Working out depends. For example, there are certain kinds of workouts that give me energy. So if I do them, at the end of them, I will feel energized. There are other kinds of workouts that at the end of them, you're just like, oh my God, let me sleep. I'm not able to do anything else anymore. So if that day you know that your workout will be of the second kind, don't put it at 10 a.m. in the morning, but maybe put it in the evening after your whole day is over, because at the end you will just be able to sleep very, very nicely. So getting to know yourself and getting to know how certain activities affect you is very, very important, because it helps you to organize and structure your day in a way that helps you to have all the energy that you need to face it at your best. The third thing that at times we're not aware of, but that actually drains a lot of energy, is choosing. What do I mean? Every day we face a lot of choices, okay? And every choice is one of those energy draining activities, because it stops our momentum. It interrupts us for a moment. It just, okay, I need to choose. Let's say I need to eat, okay? And I don't have anything in my fridge, so I need to choose what time to leave my house and go and buy stuff. I need to choose what supermarket to go to. I need to choose what food to eat. I need to choose what items to buy in order to create that food, and so on. It's a lot of choices. And this is for something as trivial as eating, okay? But imagine work and family and a relationship, choosing what to say, choosing what to answer, choosing when to do things, choosing how to answer to something. It takes a lot of energy. And we have so many of these choices every day that at times we feel that our energy is drained and we don't even know why. But then we look at our day and we say, oh my God, I know why, because I had to choose this, adjust this, correct that, respond to that, and so on. So what can we do for this? Certain choices, we can't foresee them, okay? They will just happen throughout the day. But there are others that we know of already that we can organize in advance, so that when they happen during the day, we are not going to need to choose anything. For example, the food example that I made earlier. If I know already that today I'm going to eat, chicken with mushroom and a salad, and I have it already in my fridge, all I need to do when it's time to cook is to open my fridge, get the things, cook them. I don't need to ask myself to do an extra choice that I could have done before. If I need to choose what to wear and I need to think, okay, let me think, I need to wear this, or I could wear that one, or maybe that other thing could be good as well, or that other outfit, draining. If I already know that I'm going to wear this today, easier. So all those choices that you can either delegate to someone else, because maybe there's something trivial in your work that doesn't require you to do it, or that you can do in advance, like the night before, the week before, it depends. Do them so that throughout the day you will have fewer situations in which you need to face a choice, because every choice is like a fork. At least at times there's like a lot of different paths that you can take, but let's say even just two. If I get there and there's two and I need to stop for a moment and think, okay, left or right, okay, let me go here, then you go there, there's another fork, okay, left or right, then you go there. It's your rhythm, talking about rhythm, is constantly interrupted. If most of these directions you have already chosen, then it's easier and your energy will go up immediately. Fourth element and last for this video is a concept that I took at a course that I took in Italy ages ago, but that's extremely important, and you will see that will change your perspective completely. And it's the concept of open cycles. What are open cycles? Open cycles are all those things that you said or thought you would do, but that you haven't done yet. At times there are small things like, okay, I think that I thought that I need to text that friend and I haven't done it yet. So that's an open cycle. Or at times it's a bigger one. Okay, I said that I would tidy my whole inbox, and I have 10,000 emails that I haven't read. That's a bigger cycle. Or I said that I would learn this thing by the end of the year, and I haven't done it. So there's cycles that are huge, there's a cycle that is very small. But anytime a cycle is open, it is draining part of our energy. It's like if part of our mind, even when we don't think about it, we'll still focus on it because we know that's something that we need to do. This is one of the most energy draining things that you can have in life. And whenever you feel exhausted, if you have a check at all the cycles that are open, you will realize that there are so many. So what can you do about this? Very, very simply. Take a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, and start listing all the cycles that you have open. And I would suggest you to do it for each of the main areas of your life so that it helps you identifying them better. So for example, work. What are all the things that I said I would do or that I need to do and I haven't done yet? Family. What are they? Couple relationship, health, and just write them down. Cycles are not goals, okay? It's very different. Goals give you energy usually, okay? When you have a goal that's very well set, when you think about it, it motivates you, you want to do things. Cycles are those things that you said you would do. Maybe they are certain actions that you need to take for your goal, but they're activities, they're actions, they're not goals themselves. For example, if I said I want to finish this book, and I've just read 10 pages and I have 500 pages in that book, what is draining is not the fact that I haven't finished the book yet, but it's the fact that I'm not taking actions towards finishing it. So when is my cycle closed? Or at least when does it stop draining my energy? When I start calendarizing reading the book and when I start doing it, okay? Or for example, if I say I want to learn a language and I never do it, when does this cycle stop draining my energy? When I start learning the language. And you, maybe if you have said all the time, like, I want to learn Spanish and you never done it, when is it that you start feeling energized about it? When you start studying Spanish, when you start talking, when you start learning it, even before you are like super fluent in Spanish. But why? Because what drains our energy is the fact that we said we will do something, but we are not actually doing it. So I said I would text my friend and I'm not doing it. I said I would help someone and I didn't do it. I said I would study or read that book and I didn't do it. I said I would learn how to play piano and I didn't do it. All of this drains our vital energy. And what we need to do is to identify what these cycles are, first step. Once you have identified the cycles, time them. So right next to it, each of them, how long it will take you to close that cycle. And some cycles you will see it will be 1 minute cycle, like the text to your friend. Others will be longer. At that point, start putting them in your calendar. There are certain cycles that are that you can close in a couple of days, in a moment. Amazing. Others will take longer. Don't get into the mistake of needing to close all the cycles before moving on with the goals that you have open already, because otherwise it's like a dog chasing its tail. It's a bit of a problem. So simply understand, okay, what cycles are my priority at the moment, and identifying the priorities. So high priority, medium priority, low priority. You start from the high priority ones, you see how long each of them takes, and then you put them in your calendar. The idea of being in the process of closing cycles will already give you part of your energy. And as you close each cycle, what happens is that you see more and more energy. It's like a battery. The energy goes up, until you feel super energized. Then remember that if you go on in your life, you will always have some open cycles. Okay, so the goal is not to close them and never open new cycles, because otherwise it means you're stuck in your life. You will still have open cycles, but it's cycles that you are taking care of. When you take care of a cycle, you feel okay. It's when you are forgetting it, ignoring it, avoiding it, that it drains your energy. So each of these 4 things drains our energy, but for each of these 4 things, we have some solutions that we can apply. So select the one that you find the most urgent for you right now. So out of these 4 things, what is the one that is draining more of your energy? Is it the fact that you try to manage time without really having a perception of what it is, and so you feel already drained by the idea of managing time? Or is it the fact that you don't balance energy draining and energy giving activities? Is it the fact that you're making too many choices? Is it that you have too many open cycles? Start with one of them. Tackle it the way we have described during the video, and you will see already that your energy will go up immediately. And then one by one, work on all the 4 of them. And this is a moment in which we need a lot of energy. Okay, in life, we know, we discussed it in other videos, the kind of energy that you have also helps you face challenging situations in a different way. So start from there, increase your level of energy, and you will see that managing your time, managing unforeseen things, creating the results that you want will be much simpler. So apply it, leave a comment. If you have other strategies that you think could be very, very helpful in this situation, subscribe to the channel for future updates, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.